If you do these three things, you're guaranteed to be successful. If you don't do these three things, you're guaranteed to be a loser. And as always, I'm coming at you with love. If you're not doing these things already, it's okay. Now you know self-awareness is the first step to getting better. So if you're interested in knowing what these three things you should be doing are, welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Helps with the YouTube algorithm so that we can grow and we can help more people. And show some Daisy some love with the thumbs up. If anything pops in your head with this video, please comment. But in this video, we're going to be going over 3 habits that you got to be doing on a daily basis. Sound good to you? Okay, so we're going to take Daisy for a walk here. Hopped in here because it was raining. See how wet it is. See how lush it is. See how vibrant it is. And this video is going to be really helpful. So what is the first thing? Okay, babe. The first thing is you have to take care of yourself if you're going to take care of anyone else. So you got to take care of yourself first. You got to be in the habit of self-care. If you're not taking care of yourself, how are you really going to be helping anyone else out? If you're not taking care of yourself, how are you going to have good energy? If you're not taking care of yourself, how are you going to be able to take care of others? So you got to put your oxygen mask on self. Self-care is the fundamental. If you do this consistently, it's going to make it easy to be successful. If you don't do this ever, it's going to make it really hard to be successful. Self-care is a mindset, it's a mentality, but it's a whole basket of habits. She wants to go back. Let's see, where does she want to go? Where do you want to go? She wants to go back over here. Let's follow the leader. Just give her a long leash, see what she does with it. Thumbs up if this is very peaceful and very soothing. Maybe we do some goat meditation here. So, self-care means getting good sleep. I was tempted to just say get good sleep, you're guaranteed to be successful. It's super neglected. If you get good sleep, you're going to be tired, you're going to be cranky, you're going to make poor decisions, you're going to have a hard time with your life. If you get good sleep, life's going to be easy for you. You're going to have a good mood to make good decisions and navigate yourself through. Diet's a huge part of this. If you eat junk, you're guaranteed to die earlier and be miserable along the way. Yet still people don't do this because it takes effort. You got to care for yourself. Exercise or just movement. You know, if you got a dog or a goat that you can go take it for a walk, that's wonderful. That's going to work just as well. Get out a garden, you know, work on the farm. Look at this beautiful surf. Have some cool hobbies, right? Very, very important. Sort of take care of yourself low stress, like don't overcommit yourself, don't over obligate yourself. Set yourself up so that there's relaxing time. But basically the opposite of that is, and if you can relate to this, is get shitty sleep, stay up way too late on your phone, looking at porn, not protecting your news feeds from all this garbage coming in, smoking weed, smoking tobacco, things that, you know, disrupt your sleep, but alcohol, things that, you know, increase your risk of cancer and thus death, all cause mortality. Not eating absolute junk, absolute garbage, not working out. If you stick with these habits, you're guaranteed to be a loser. It's going to be really hard to make money and have good relationships. But even if you do, it's probably not going to last that well. Probably not going to work that well for you. You're going to miss out on the biological, right? Success and happiness is twofold. One is logistical. One is, she found herself a Cave bean, some Cave beans. Tastes pretty good. Half of life is logistical. Like, your reality is, can you really be happy if you're a homeless drug addict on the street? You're gonna have a hard time. So you want to improve your situation, you want to have the right people and the right circumstances, and you want to have some money in the bank, and you want to have some freedom and have some options. But at the other time, half of life is just the biology of how do you feel from how have you been taking care of yourself. Because bad biology, you have everything else right, and you're still going to feel like crap. So that's the first thing, is self-care. The second habit, you do this, you're going to be successful. You don't do this, you're going to be a failure. Be curious, consistently curious. If you don't care, like you don't want to know more, you're just going to go total intuition. If you don't, do you know history? Have you studied economics? Have you studied health science? Have you studied psychology? Have you studied interhuman relationships? Have you studied the land? Do you have a lot of different skills? Or are you not curious, right? So if you just fill your brain with crap music and whatever happens to be on the news feed, whatever happens to pop up on Netflix, and you're not curious, you're gonna have a hard time. You clicking on this video and watching a longer video is a good sign, and I need you to make that a habit of not just listening to audio, like listen to long podcasts, listen to long audio, just be so curious, like what happened? What happened in the ancient times? What happened in the Middle Ages? What happened at the World War I and World War II? What happened with the Great Recession? I want to know, I'm curious, why does the grass grow? Why do the animals grow? I want you to read more books. If you consistently read books, you consistently study, you consistently are curious and learning and want to know more and adding to your knowledge, and you do that every day, you're going to have such a knowledge advantage in the world. And a lot of success is just making the right decisions. And how do you make the right decisions? If you have the right information. So you learn from experience, but you learn from others. And as you add information, you increase your framework and understanding of the world. So it's very important for you to study. It's very important for you to be very curious and to have a burning curiosity and a burning desire to learn more. And if you don't do that, you may have a rough time. Right? So get in the habit of reading every evening, get in the habit of listening to podcasts when you're driving, get in the habit of, like, I want to know everything. Right now for me, I'm studying everything about economy and finance. I want to know about the economics. I want to know why this shit happens, right? Before this, I was studying disease, pandemics. Before that, I was studying a lot of agriculture. I was studying real estate. I was studying health, a lot of health science stuff. And the goal isn't necessarily like be an expert, be accredited, but just to learn, just to know, just to kind of understand. You'll be able to make much better decisions, right? So the first thing you do this, you're for sure going to be successful, is to consistently take care of yourself. The second thing to be consistent, to be successful, is to be really curious in your habits. Ask a lot of questions, seek mentors, seek coaching, take courses, take classes. Don't just seek a degree, but seek to learn. The third thing, what's the third thing? The third thing is to consistently work hard. So success has a lot to do with work. You put in the work consistently, you got a good chance. You don't put in the work ever, you're guaranteed to fail, right? So you should be in the habit of show up early, stay late. And this is to everything. Work is not just what you do for money, but working out. Show up early to your workout, do an extra rep for every set. That's the mindset. Read one extra chapter every night, right? Consistently put in the work, in the craft. Consistently, you get an edge. Work Friday nights, work Saturday mornings, work Sunday. Say, I don't want to do that, like that's my chill time. Well, you can have a fun life too, but just saying, you can have a huge edge, you're going to have a psychological edge, and you're going to have a real life physical edge if you put in the work, if you put in more work than everybody else. So if you put in more work than everyone else, you have pretty good odds of success, especially if you're really curious, especially if you're taking care of yourself. You know, if you go straight to work though, without the others, you're going to have problems, because if you don't have the knowledge and the curiosity to find the best way to do things, you have grinders who never get anywhere because they do the wrong things, they get frustrated. And you have grinders who burn themselves out because they didn't take care of their health. They didn't work out. They got sick, they got ill, and they couldn't keep it up. So it's important to do these three things in conjunction. It's simple advice, but it's not easy to implement, right? I know I should take care of myself. I know I should keep learning, and I know I should work hard. But why is it so hard? It's hard because of the distractions of the modern world. It's hard because we're stuck with. We've never had such availability of live streaming, on-demand porn from your computer and from your phone. We've never had such availability of legal weed, alcohol, tobacco, everything all in your face. Well, for most of us, most of you guys don't. You're watching. One of the reasons you're watching this video is like, man, it looks nice, it looks peaceful out there. We've never had such distraction with such a low quality environment of the post-industrial age, from going from one box to another box to another box. If you can relate to that, because like if I'm just in boxes, this isn't really that great anyways. I want to feel different. So, part of it is getting outside of the system a little bit. Part of taking care of yourself means to breathe fresh air, to get sunshine, to get outside of the box life. Part of the key to success is what you're not doing and giving up. Say, hey, I'm not gonna keep doing the bullshit. I'm gonna give up the drama. I'm gonna give up the weed. I'm gonna give up the partying. I'm gonna give up the alcohol. Maybe even give up the caffeine. You don't have to, but they say these three things matter more than everything. Therefore, nothing else matters that much at all. So you can quit those other things. We could talk about other things like networking and building relationships. The curiosity is a part of that, though. When you're really curious, you make a lot of friends. When you're really curious, because you ask people questions, you're curious about people. I want to know. I'm interested, right? So if you found that helpful, if you found that useful, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. If you already hit the thumbs up, if you're already in here, share it with someone. If you think this is valuable, that people can benefit from it, go out in the world, share this with someone, share this to your Facebook, share it to your Twitter, share it to your Instagram, whatever. And I just want to say, again, if this sort of triggered you, you're like, damn, I'm not doing any of those things. I'm really not reading or learning. I'm really not taking care of myself. I'm really not working that hard either. It's okay, because you want to change. And I'll tell you, you actually are curious if you watch your way to the end of the video, so that's a good sign. You have a longer attention span. Watch a 10+ minute video. You could watch an hour, listen to an hour, 2 hours of something in depth. So, and let me also tell you, this is a really fun way of living, because to work hard, to be of service, feels good. Fundamentally, we just want to feel needed. Fundamentally, we just want to be wanted, and to be of service, and to, it's much better. It feels much better to be, your time's totally booked, than I'm so bored, what should I do? Like, pointless, right? And when you take care of yourself and you take care of your health, that's an amazing feeling too. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel fresh. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel happy. Your biology's all lined up. Bad things can happen and you're still going to feel good. And then when you're really curious, it's so exciting. It's like in the Celestine prophecy, you're seeing all these, everything's connected. This idea is connected to that book. This time period is similar to that time period. This might happen, and this might happen, and this, can you believe that this happened? The studies say this, the stats say that. It's just really fascinating, really interesting. The world becomes incredibly fascinating and interesting. So it's a wonderful way of life. And you do that, you do these things, you have a good life. You use no need for escapism. It becomes easier and easier, right? As your life gets better and everything about your life gets better, your relationships, through your curiosity, your work, your career, your money, through your work ethic, your health and your body and your enjoyment of the physical world. It gets easier and easier because your desire to escape is low. You don't want to escape into social media. You don't want to escape into video games. You don't want to escape into porn. You don't want to escape into drugs and alcohol, because you got what you wanted in actual real life. So yeah, you do these things, you're going to have a good physiological inside world. You're going to have a great physical, literal outside world. So I hope you find that useful. If you made it all the way to the end, you want to clean up your life, I have a course for you. It's still free. I don't know if it will be free forever, but there's a link to that down below. So make sure to check that out. I appreciate you once again. Hit the thumbs up and share, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.